Just recently, I had been on YouTube in a live video chat, and uh, the discussion was a lot about the value of forgiveness and mercy. Um, because we're not here to condemn other people. Scripture talks about judging, and it teaches us how to judge. Okay. But in that sense, it doesn't mean to condemn, okay? Judging first involves us judging ourselves and doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. Scripture tells us that the mercy we have shown to others will be shown to ourselves. So if we're busy judging other people harshly and condemning them, or if we have a critical spirit, that same judgment is going to be presented to us. Is that fair? Yeah. And over the years, as I've been thinking on this, because when I was young, I came out of a household of abuse. And, that leaves many people with a bad perspective. I had to go through a time of counseling with a pastor who could, read me. He had a PhD in Christian psychology. And I realized I need to put myself in front of somebody with better vision than I have, that can see me for who I am. We need that kind of mirror from other people in the faith. Now, at that time, this Christian was all I knew. Okay, that's where I was, and I don't condemn those people. Okay, even though I've come into a better understanding of Scripture and following Messiah and things like that. Whatever we call ourselves, we're seeking, we're learning more. When we get to the point that, we think we have all the answers and we know it all, we've deceived ourselves. And one of my recent videos, I mentioned, maybe doing another song, and I thought maybe Amazing Grace. And, I'd worked on this in the past. And I think about that song and how amazing it is. But it's only amazing when we can share that same kind of grace to others. If it's been given to us, but we don't give it to others, wow, I'm sorry. I had to realize that. And not that I've arrived. I'm realizing it more and more and more. It's important. One of the things that I've come to realize, that Scripture points out, is the Father wants us to trust in His mercy. Because you know what? Without that, I won't make it. I don't know about you, but I realize it about me. So let me start with that. I'm going to leave that up to you to figure your life out in that vein, okay? And that's what I figured out about me. So if you're like me, then, take that for what it's worth. But the more I go by Scripture and the word of Elohim, the more things become clear to me. How amazing is that? Because the more I realize I need His mercy, it tells me I need to have mercy on others. Is that fair? I think so. Amazing grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead us home. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. And when this flesh and heart shall fail, and mortal life shall cease, I shall possess within the veil a life of joy and ease, peace. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. First verse. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Pointed at yourself. So many people look at others. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You know, when I was young, I did that. Never had any shalom. Maybe I should have worked on that, changed that word from peace to shalom. I've been doing that in some of these older songs, you know, updating them, rewriting them, you know, to be more fitting with scriptures and Torah. And, you as I go through this and do that, understanding, I'm not fluent in Hebrew, but I've been working on learning some more of the Hebrew, not the written Hebrew, not Paleo, I'm sorry, phonetic Hebrew, written in English, so, dummies like me can learn it. I love music, I love praising the Lord, and make mistakes once in a while. I did several mistakes in this video. It's standard for me, because I'm perfect. But I love the Lord, I love His Word, and just the fact that, He brought me out of a very hard place, very dark place. And I came to learn that no matter what my parents did, no matter what, the boys in school did, that hurt me, bothered me growing up, stuff like that, the Father brought me out of that, He healed me, and He strengthened me. Being strong is not ever about us being able to rise up against another person. I've heard, people in life go, I'm a strong person. Whoa. And as I got to know them, the only thing strong about them was their mouth and their attitude. Strength is never about us building ourselves up, defending ourselves, defending this flesh, never. Flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Elohim. Strength, spiritual strength, is only found in weakness. So when somebody tells you, I'm a strong person, whoa, back off. Button your lip. Don't rebuke them. Wait and see. Observe. Because the real people with strength, I want to share something with you. I'm going to go on a little bit here. The scripture talks about, being healed to the point that we experience the shalom that's beyond comprehension. And I've been discovering more of that. Not that I've got it perfected, or not that I'm an authority on it, but I have that in my life. Only, and it's not because of me, only because of what the Ruach has done in my life. It comes from the Father. You can't find it on your own. Get off that kick. Get off that kick. See? And you only find it by being able to forgive others. The shalom that passes all understanding is that you can walk through this life. When people attack you, say things bad at you, doesn't offend you ever. Because I came to realize it doesn't apply to me. Whatever issue another person is going through is their issue. It's not about you. Don't be offended. The shalom that passes, or the shalom that passes all comprehension. I like to use comprehension, not just understanding, but comprehension. And it goes a little bit deeper. When we come to that place, it's a place where we can love our enemies. Can you receive that? And as I have been going through life, it's easy to forgive, that people are more loving that just make a little mistake now and then. What about the person that is glaring you in the eyeball and shouting at you, using obscenities, or even the person that is beating you down physically and abusing you, and you can still love that person? That's the shalom that passes all understanding. That's the real strength. Because the people I've heard say I'm a strong person would defend themselves and beat you down to the point of hitting you. That's not strength in the spirit, people. I'm sorry. There's no mercy in that. There's no forgiveness in that mentality. Most people hurt themselves. They have not discovered the shalom that passes all comprehension. Only by the amazing grace of our Father in heaven can we discover that, but only when we become as a child and submit ourselves to Him. Remember, Messiah came to this earth to leave an example for us to follow. He submitted Himself to the Father who judges righteously. When people attacked Him, when He was reviled, He never reviled in return. I had to learn this. It was not easy. I've had people with clenched fists punch me. Once I learned this, and I look back on it, I said, why'd you do that? Could you ever expect a reaction like that from somebody? You know what they did? Nothing. They didn't know what to do at that point, you know? And I've had people, walk on me angry because they misunderstood something. Keep that up and watch what happens, clenched fist, right? I looked at them like, are you serious? See, if they get a loving reaction they would never expect, they lose all their power. You know why? Because there's power in love. The only power that we have is love, the love of the Father. Elohim is love. When we receive that and understand it and practice it, remember the Hebrew word Shema. Understand it and do it. The more we practice it, the better we get at it. And that's the only way that we can come to the place where we experience the shalom that is beyond all comprehension. Keep seeking it. Thanks for watching. Blessings, Mishpachah.